conference. Information for our media, please silence your phone during the press conference, and also please be mindful of the cameras behind you. Do not block or disturb the cameras behind you, and live broadcasting during the press conference is not allowed for the media. First, to the coach and player, please share your opinion about tomorrow's game. Coach first. Okay, for the player first.
First of all, I want to apologize because I came. Reći da se izvinjavam da sam došao u kratkim hlačama zbog toga jer imamo odmah trening.
确实是我们马上接下来是我们的训练课，所以我们都穿的这个训练装来到这里。
Because we have an official training after, so we come here with our training clothes.
Lijepo ih sve skupa pozdravljam i drago mi je da ih vidim u tolikom broju i samim tim pokazuju koliko je važno značaj i šta se očekuje od sutrašnje utakmice.
也欢迎大家来到这里。咱们这次来了这么多的记者，甭管是中国的还是本地的，也体现出这场比赛的对双方的重要性。
And welcome everyone to here, not only from local but also from China, and this shows the importance of this game.
Veselim se jako sutrašnjoj utakmici, veselim se znači utakmice i da će biti 70.000 ljudi i vjerujem da će uživati u sutrašnjoj utakmici između nas i Indonezije.
我们也非常高兴来到这里，有机会能够踢这场精彩的比赛，而且相信到时候来到场地的会有超过7万的观众。这对于我们来说也是一次难得的机会，这么重要的比赛，我们也希望我们的球员能够完美的到场上去发挥。
We are happy to play this game here, and we think that tomorrow will be a very massive game for us, and especially we know that will be more than 70,000 attendance for tomorrow's game, so it is a very important game for us, and I hope all the team could have a perfect performance tomorrow.
Sami znate da je naša grupa uvjerljivo najteža, u kojoj su 3 standardna sudionika svjetskih prvenstva, Japan, Saudija, Australija i 3 momčadi koje također sa visokim ambicijama su krenule u ove kvalifikacijske utakmice.
大家也都非常清楚，我们这个小组呢，应该说是一个竞争非常激烈的一个小组。咱这个小组里，首先日本、澳大利亚、沙特都是世界杯的常客，而另外的中国、巴林和印度尼西亚都在有非常高的热情去竞争接下来进到下一阶段比赛的这个资格。
And for this group, we know this is a very competitive group. We have Japan, Australia, and Saudi Arabia in this group, and they are the, participated for the Cup for a lot of times. And also for Bahrain, China, and Indonesia, they have a very high expectation for the World Cup.
Koristim ovu priliku da Japanu čestitam iz naše skupine plasmana svjetsko prvenstvo, ali isto tako očekuju se i mi, Indonezija i Bahrain. Borimo se za tu 4. odnosno 3. poziciju i jasno da smo svi mi optimisti i želimo se kvalificirati za dodatne kvalifikacije.
在这里呢，首先要祝贺日本队已经获得了出线的资格。从我们其他这几支球队来说，印度尼西亚、巴林、中国，我们在竞争接下来3、4名，我们希望每个人都有好运气，都有希望晋级到下一阶段的比赛。
And I would like to congratulations to Japan because they qualified to the World Cup already. But for the other teams in this group, we all have the chance to go to the next stage for the qualification. So we wish good luck, best luck for everyone in this group.
Znamo da nas očekuje vrlo teška utakmica protiv sjajnog protivnika koji je kroz ove kvalifikacije pokazao odlične igre i jasno da sa vrlo visokim ambicijama nastavljaju ovo natjecanje. Ove zadnje 2 utakmice su odlučujuće i mi svi, ponavljam, smo optimisti i želimo našim momčadima sve najbolje i nadamo se dobrom rezultatu.
印度尼西亚是一支有实力的球队，通过这次18强赛的到现在的这些比赛呢，他们也在比赛中踢出了很好的内容。 也相信接下来这2场比赛对我们2支球队来说都是非常关键的比赛，从而决定我们是否能够晋级下一阶段。还是像刚才说的那样，希望我们每支球队都有好运气，都能够达成我们的目标。
And for Indonesia, they are very competitive and show a lot of things and during the game, during the process. So that will be a very key games for both of us. As we mentioned just now, we hope that every team in this group could have the luck and we can go to the next stage.
Thank you. Now for the player, please.
作为球员来说吧，我们为这场比赛做了已经很充分的备战，在国内，然后来到这里，也为这场艰难的比赛做好了准备。可以说，除了胜利，对我们来说，其他任何的结果都是没有意义的。所以为了这场比赛能够取胜，我们会在球场上付出所有。
As a player, we have a fully preparation for this game in China. I think we are ready for this game. And we know for the expectation for this game, besides the result, we have no choice. So we will fight ourselves and we will fight for the result. And finally, we will give everything we can to get the result we want.
All right, thank you so much for the coach and the player. Now we open for the Q&A session with media. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Kindly state your name, your media organizations, and to whom your question is addressed. To the media, please. In the front, please, first.
各位好，中央广播电视总台记者。首先想请问一下主教练伊万科维奇先生，您之前呢在采访中也说过，这场比赛必须要获胜，那么在进攻上就要更大胆和勇敢一些。我想问的是，在前面12天的集训时间当中，在锋线上是否有一些更多的尝试，以及是否做好了这个准备？另外一个问题是想问给队员张玉宁，刚才也说了，愿意为这场比赛奉献出所有。我们也知道，其实天气条件对双方的球员是公平的，但是真正来到这里，在比赛场中如何去分配自己的体能，在最后24小时，你觉得还可以用什么样的方法去把自己调整到一个最好的比赛状态？谢谢。
Okay, journalist from CCTV China. 2 questions. The first question is to the coach, Mr. Branco. We mentioned that in the interview before that the victory is the only result we want in this game. So we will think more about attacking. So we need more brave. We need more encouraged. We need to be aggressive in this game in attack. So do we have any playing on the striker line, and do we have any preparation for attacking? And the second question is for the player, Zhang Yuning. You said we will give everything we can to get the result we want. And right now, the game situation is equal. It's fair for everybody, for both 2 teams. So physically, how are we going to prepare for tomorrow's game, especially in last 24 hours?
Hvala na pitanju. Ja u svom uvodnom izlaganju nisam posebno apostrofirao i napomenuo da je naš cilj naravno pobjeda i kao u svakoj utakmici tražimo pobjedu i kao u svakoj utakmici se pripremamo da pobjedimo. Jasno nam da neće biti lako ni jednostavno jer naravno Indonezija ima iste ambicije, istu želju, isto htjenje i vidjet ćemo sutra ko će se bolje snaći u svemu tome. Što se tiče naše igre u napadu, naravno da će doći do nekih malih promjena, ali mislim da današnjem svijetu praktički nema nepoznanica jer toliko su već prisutne informacije svih medija da gotovo da nekih nepoznanica ni nas ni Indonezije nema.
感谢这个记者提问啊。从我们角度来说，我们尽量的把这场比赛呢当成一场普通的比赛，但我们每一场比赛我们的目标都是一样的，都是要取得比赛的胜利。从我们角度来说，我们这场比赛面前的困难是很多的。当然，同时我们在锋线上会有什么新的组合？相信现在这个世界媒体这么多，消息这么多，什么都非常的透明。相信到时候大家在场地上就会看到我们在这个进攻端会有哪些新的手段。
And thank you for the question. It's a normal game, but for every single game we will fight for the result. This is for sure. And a lot of difficulties for us to overcome about the strikers, the combination of the strikers. Nowadays, now in this era, a lot of news, a lot of rumors every day. So it is clear there's no secret for every team. So what we can do, we will show you what we can do tomorrow. So on the pitch, you will see what we do and what we prepared for this game. Thank you.
关于第二个问题，就是虽然说这场比赛是非常艰难或者是非常压力非常大的一场比赛，但我们会像准备平时的足球比赛一样去正常的准备这一场比赛。当然，像您所说的，天气条件对于主队和客队其实是一样的，是公平的。但是为了我们想要的结果，在球场上我们每个人都会达到自己身体的极限。
Yeah, it's a stressful game. It's a hard game for us, but we just prepare this game like normal. As you mentioned, the weather condition actually is the same for both two teams. So we just prepare normal like this, like every single game. But physically, everyone on the pitch for China, we will fight for our best until the last minute and fight for the good result.
All right, thank you so much. For the next questions, please, in the center.
Hello, Coach. Hello, Sang Yuning. I'm Ikhwan from CNN Indonesia. The first question is for the coach. The Indonesian team has some new players who haven't played against China in the previous matches, and so does the China team have some new players. Do you think that this match is gonna full of surprises? And for the players, you have scored in the last previous match against Indonesia. Do you think you are the one who will break the heart of Indonesian people again? Thank you.
来自印尼的这位记者朋友的一个问题啊，两个问题。第一个问题呢是问我们主教练的。那么我们知道印尼队呢在上一场比赛打完之后呢，这次也是有一些新的队员加入到球队当中。当然呢，上一场也跟我们没有踢。那么对于中国啊，我们中国国家队也是一样，我们也有新的球员加入到球队。那么想问问伊万科维奇先生是否认为这些球员会给这场比赛带来一些惊喜？那么问玉宁的问题呢是我们玉宁上一场比赛对印尼的比赛里面是打进了一个进球。那么这位记者也问，那么玉宁是不是觉得这场比赛依然会进球，会把这个印尼球队的心再次的打碎啊？
Da, s obzirom to je reprezentacija i selektivni proces je otvoren, kako se ono kaže, vrata su svim igračima otvoreno, tako da smo mi tu uzeli neke nove igrače koji su po prvi put, praktički prvi put sa nama i kojih očekujem da daju jednu dodatnu svježinu, elan, energiju i da daju jednu dodatnu kvalitetu našoj igri.
在我们国家队这里，我们的对球员的选择呢，我们的大门是对所有球员都开放的。我们要看我们的球员在自己俱乐部的表现，是否有好的状态，来我们对球员进行选择。我们这次确实有一些球员第一次参加这种18强的大型赛事，我们也希望他们能够体现出自己优秀的状态和价值。
Yes, our selection actually is open to all the Chinese players. So we will select the players according to their performances in the club. Yes, in this game we have some new players first time to this massive game. So we hope that they can give us some surprise and give us some performance in tomorrow's game. That's it. Thank you.
首先呢，我们非常尊重印度尼西亚这个对手，我们认为他们是小组中非常难踢的一个对手，但是足球比赛是非常残酷的。我想作为一个前锋，在足球比赛中肯定是不光是为了进球，其他还有很多的事情要做。我觉得足球场上我们球队的每一个人都有可能是杀死比赛的球员，我们会为了这个目标奋斗到底。
First of all, I'd like to explain my fully respect for Indonesia team because they are really hard opponent to play with against. And secondly, as a striker, the goal to score is not my only job. So everyone from Team China could be the one to kill the game. So like I said just now, we will give everything we can on this game and on this pitch to get the result. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we move to the next questions. In the right side, please. Introduce yourself first.
Good evening, Coach. I'm Nia from National Radio Station RRI. I just have one question for Coach Ivankovic. Since the first match in the third round, Japan is the only one team who can win in this stadium in GBK. Do you think your team will be the next one who can win in this stadium? Do you think your player or your team can handle the pressure that our fans will give to the stadium? As you know, maybe people already know that Indonesian team, when we play a home match, the stadium will be no empty space. So do you think your player can handle the situation or the pressure? Thank you.
这位来自印尼记者朋友的问题啊，是说，在印尼这个主场呢是非常难踢的。那么在过去的比赛里面，只有日本队啊从这里带走了胜利。那么是不是觉得中国队会成为第二支从这里带走胜利的球队啊？特别是印尼的这个球迷的氛围是非常的火爆的啊，主场的球迷观众也非常多。那么在这样一个球场主场的氛围和压力之下，我们如何去应对？我们是不是说已经准备好了？
Poznato mi da će biti puno ljudi. Pritisak može biti samo pozitivan jer mi sve radimo zbog navijača, oni su najvažniji i jasno da želimo pokazati pred njima našu najbolje igru. Indonezija tim je dosta igrača promijenila u odnosu na prvu utakmicu, uzela nove igrače, ojačala se i jasno nam je da sutra očekuje vrlo teška utakmica.
咱们这个印度尼西亚主场的这个氛围呢，我们提前是有所了解的。在这么多球迷面前踢比赛，确实有很大的压力。但是同时呢，我们一直在给球员做工作，我们要把这个压力转换成积极的动力。我们也了解印度尼西亚队最近有一些新的规划球员，实力又进一步的进行了提升。我们能够清楚地认识到这场比赛对我们的难度是非常大的。我们就要求球员要到比赛中注意力更集中，全力以赴的到这个比赛现场，不受到这些负面因素的干扰。
Yes, before we came here, we have a knowledge about the home stadium and the home fans, the crazy home fans in Indonesia. So yes, like I said just now, it will be a pressure game for us. But I've been told my players to move this pressure into the motivation. And now, we know that Indonesia, they have new immigration players for this game. So we are clear about all the difficulties for this game. Like I said just now, I want my player to have more concentration on this game and just forget about the other factors and just focus on this game and fight for the best result.
Thank you so much. One last question, maybe for the left sides. No? All right, please.
体验周报记者，我们知道这次蒋光太也是伤愈归来，但是在之前的4场世预赛当中，他只踢了半场比赛，他这次回到国家队之后，主教练觉得他状态如何？是否对他寄予厚望？
A question from Titan Sports China. We know our player Jiang Guangtai, he just recovered from his injury. And we found that he played for only one half for last 4 qualification games. So how's his situation? And that's it.
Ja nemam običaj pričati o igračima. Prvo, naravno da svaku utakmicu neko nedostaje, neko je povređen, neko nije najbolje spreman. U svakom slučaju ovi igrači koji su tu i koji će igrati i koji će ih zamijeniti daće maksimum od sebe.
赛前嘛，咱们并不方便讨论某些球员具体的一些情况。当然，从球队的角度来说，任何一支球队都会遭遇伤病和一些伤停。我们对球员的这种分配、首发和替补，每个人都会做好全力的准备，在技战术的方面完全的 对我们的要求进行理解，随时上场都能够达到我们的比赛的要求，这是我们每个球员都会做到的。
Actually, this is the pre-match conference, so it is not so convenient to discuss about some specific situation of individual players. However, the injuries and suspensions, this always happen in football games. No matter who and no matter when the player will play the game, they will give everything they can. They will fully prepared. They will understand our tactical and to know our requirements, to know our demands for them in the game and fight for the best result.
So, thank you so much. Coach, first we have a photo for the coach and player only. Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the pre-match press conference for the AF Station Qualifier 2026 between Indonesia and China. In front of us, there are the head coach of Indonesia national team, Mr. Patrick Clifford, and the player, Emil Audero. Once again, welcome coach and Emil to the press conference. Selamat malam rekan-rekan media, selamat datang di press conference antara Indonesia dan Cina. Di depan kita sudah ada pelatih kepala tim nasional Indonesia, Patrick Clifford, dan pemain Emil Audero. Information for our media, please silence your phone during the press conference. Please be mindful of the cameras behind you. Do not block or disturb the cameras behind you. And live broadcasting during the press conference is not allowed. Informasi untuk rekan-rekan media, dimohon untuk menonaktifkan audio ponsel selama konferensi pers berlangsung. Dimohon untuk tidak berdiri atau menghalangi kamera di belakang Anda, serta dilarang melakukan siaran langsung selama konferensi pers. First to the coach and Emil, please share your opinion about tomorrow's game, please.
Selamat malam, and well, my opinion for tomorrow's game, I think we had the time to prepare this game, this important game, and we have last training now here at the stadium to try the last things, but I felt really good. I think there's really good vibes around the team, so this is I'm really happy, and this is a really important thing for us because first of all we need to create a positive vibes, and of course it's really important that everybody understand the importance that all the players have in the team for this country. So as I said, I'm positive and I can't wait to play tomorrow.
Baik, selamat malam semuanya. Dari Emil mengenai perasaannya dan opini dia tentang pertandingan besok. Dia sangat senang bahwa timnya secara keseluruhan sudah ada banyak waktu untuk persiapan, terutama di training camp juga. Dan besok adalah laga yang sangat penting. Dalam beberapa saat lagi akan ada latihan terakhir sebelum pertandingan besok. Kalau perasaan antara timnya sangat baik dan positif juga, dan Emil sendiri merasa bahagia dan dia ingin semuanya untuk mengerti bahwa besok itu laga yang sangat penting dan semoga semuanya tetap positif di laga besok.
Thank you. For the coach, please.
Yes, good evening everybody. For me it's very important that the team could have trained good in Bali. Finally, in the previous campaign, we didn't have any time, and luckily I could have seen the progress that we made, the things that we want to see tomorrow. I see it very clearly. We know the importance of the game tomorrow, so yeah, all the things that we trained, it comes back on the game for tomorrow. If I may say it, I'm very confident. I'm counting on my players that they execute the things that we trained. And I'm really looking forward because for me it takes really long to stand tomorrow in the GBK in a full stadium, and that the fans have a good game, and I hope that we can serve them with a good result. But I'm really confident for tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach. Untuk besok, Coach Patrick merasa cukup baik karena untuk laga ini ada waktu untuk persiapan, terutama mengenai training camp yang terjadi di Bali, di mana sebelum kampanye terakhirnya di 2 laga tidak banyak waktu untuk Coach Patrick bisa ngelatih timnya. Kalau kali ini dia bisa melihat ada progres yang dilakukan oleh timnas sendiri. Besok adalah laga yang penting di mana dia harap pemain-pemain setelah udah latihan bisa menunjukkan progresnya. Dia ingin para pemain untuk menunjukkan progres dan juga eksekusi training atau latihan yang mereka sudah jalankan. Besok kita harapkan akan ada stadium yang penuh karena besok Coach Patrick mengharapkan untuk result atau hasil yang positif juga, dan Coach Patrick juga ngerasa percaya diri bahwa besok bisa mendapatkan hasil yang positif. Terima kasih.
Alright, thank you so much, Coach and Emil. Now we open the Q&A sessions for the media who wanna ask. Please raise your hand and kindly state your name, your media organizations, and to whom your question is addressed. Please, for the first questions in the right side.
Good evening, Coach. I'm Iksan from Kompas Daily. My question in bahasa because there are interpreter here. Pertanyaan pertama untuk Coach Patrick. Coach Patrick, di Bali juga kita dengar menjanjikan kemenangan untuk kepada Pak Erick Thohir. Kemudian tadi juga Coach Patrick juga menyebut bahwa sangat optimis untuk menang. Kira-kira bisakah Coach Patrick mengelaborasi apa yang membuat Coach Patrick yakin bisa menang besok melawan Cina? Karena kita tahu Cina punya pelatih Branko Ivanovic yang lebih punya pengalaman bersaing di Asia, dan juga kita tahu juga Coach Patrick meskipun ini kemarin punya TC yang cukup waktu di Bali, tapi Coach Patrick bisa dikatakan ini baru game yang ketiga juga bersama timnas, dan kira-kira apa yang membuat Coach Patrick pede untuk game besok buat menang? The second question is for Emil. Di pertandingan Cina, dari 4 pertandingan away mereka di putaran ketiga di grup C ini hanya catatkan rata average 25% ball position in each game, in away game Cina. Dan bagaimana Emil memastikan bahwa di laga besok, karena kita tahu di game sebelumnya di Cina kita kalah karena kesalahan sendiri dan juga karena fast break ke Cina, strategi fast break mereka. Bagaimana Emil memastikan nanti bisa menjaga fokus terutama untuk diri sendiri sebagai penjaga gawang, karena akan lebih banyak melihat rekan-rekan di depan menyerang, membuka pertahanan lawan, dan juga nggak cuma untuk diri sendiri, juga bagaimana Emil memastikan bahwa teman-teman di lini belakang, defensive line juga bisa tetap jaga fokus dan setidaknya bisa clean sheet kita di game kali ini. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih atas pertanyaannya. So the first question was for Coach. Coach, this is a match against China where you've stated that you're quite confident that we could get a positive result. You've said so to Erick Thohir as well, along with our media friends here. So what makes you confident of the team's ability to be able to perform in tomorrow's match, seeing that this is just your 3rd game with the team and the progress that you've made so far? What are you expecting from the team?
Well, as I said, the things that we trained and the execution of the players were fantastic. For me, the most important thing is that the players need to recognize the things that we are offering them, what China will do tomorrow. The things that they did really were really good. Ball possession, ball loss, the 2 transition moments were really fantastic. And I did say I hope for a good result, and I'm confident. So tomorrow we will see what we bring on the table. And again, we can talk a lot of things, but tomorrow the execution of the players need to be very precisely on tomorrow's game, because it's very easy to say things, but tomorrow if we see it and we have the press conference after the game, I hope that my words are the truth that I'm saying now.
Baik, thank you Coach. Mengenai Coach Patrick, jawabannya adalah dia sangat puas dengan apa yang dilatih sama eksekusi dalam pelatihan kemarin ini di training camp, karena para pemain menyadari apa yang harus dilakukan. Itu yang penting untuk dia juga, dari ball possession ataupun dari transisi, itu hal-hal yang dieksekusi dengan baik saat latihan. Kalau mengenai pertandingan, Coach Patrick ada percaya diri dengan hasil yang positif, tapi balik lagi itu semua tergantung besok apakah eksekusi ini akan terjadi di lapangan juga. Jadi semoga saat kita ketemu lagi di press conference setelah pertandingan, dia bisa membuat kata-kata itu benar. And for Emil, the second question was for you. In regards to the 4 matches away that China has had so far, they've had quite low ball possession at around 25%. In our last match as well, they were actually using their counters against us. So what have you got planned in order for you to be able to stay focused, as most of the time it is likely that we might see the offensive end and you will only see the Chinese attackers on the counter. What is your plan to maintain your focus throughout the match, if that is to happen, and how do you plan to keep you yourself and the defensive line ahead of you focused for those kind of incidences?
I think we prepare also this kind of the way the way they stay on the pitch, the way of play. So we prepare and we try also this kind of situation during the training, because we know already which kind of team is China. So the only way to really stay focused for the entire games, of course, is being ready and be acting every time with your mind. Like you know already what you have to do. What's your target? What's the things you have to do? Like every time you are on possession, every time you are waiting. Maybe in our system, no? So the second ball will be really important tomorrow, and this is, of course, we don't know how we're going the match, but this is the way we prepare. We know that as the coach said, we have to be really accurate with the passes. Of course, we're gonna have maybe a little bit more time with possession, but at the same time we have to be really careful when we don't have the ball, especially as I said, to prevention mark, because they're really good to the counter attack. So it's something that we already know, and that's something that we have just to do it.
Great, thank you, Emil. Mengenai pertanyaan yang kedua tentang penyerangan dari tim lawan kita besok, di mana di laga pertama, pertemuan pertama, mereka walaupun ball possession lebih sedikit, kita kena dari counter attack. Itu satu hal yang sebenarnya saat latihan sebelum menghadapi lawan kita besok itu udah disimulasikan saat training camp juga. Kalau mengenai konsentrasi, gimana cara menjaga konsentrasi sepenuh pertandingan, yaitu selainnya harus fokus, tapi itu emang dari mindsetnya Emil dan teman-temannya di lini belakang juga harus dijalanin seluruh pertandingan. Jadi tidak ada intinya momen-momen yang mereka melepaskan fokusnya juga. Kalau mengenai sistem yang udah dilatih, ini sebenarnya sudah dijalankan saat latihan. Hal-hal seperti second ball ataupun pass accuracy atau passing yang lebih tepat, ini semua sudah dilatih juga. Tapi mereka tahu bahwa mungkin Indonesia akan memiliki possession bola lebih banyak. Ini justru hal yang harus diwaspadai, agar kita harus lebih hati-hati agar tidak kena counter attack. Tapi balik lagi, itu semua udah dipersiapkan, tapi semuanya akan dijalankan besok karena kita tidak tahu besok perjalanan pertandingan akan seperti apa. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Now we move to the next questions for the white shirt.
Reporter from CCTV. One question for the coach. As you mentioned in the previous interviews, after researching the last games between China and Indonesia, you mentioned you never find anything can be used in these games. So I'm so interested about why you really cannot find anything about the last game. How about now, 24 hours before the game? Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
As you mentioned in the previous interview, you said.
What did I say?
You said you never find that anything can be used from the last games between China and Indonesia.
Why nothing can be used? You can use everything of a previous game, of course.
Yeah, the interviews told us you never find that anything can be used.
I didn't say that.
You never said.
I never said. So because you can have, of course, a lot of things out of a previous game. So.
All right, Miss. Maybe you can move to the next question.
Okay, how about the NASDA games? You after the researching, how do you think the opponent about the China national teams?
The China national team is a team with a lot of quality, playing a good system. I think that they're very vertical. I think that the team is also quite energetic, really trying to push up the small spaces, have good pressure. So we need to watch out. We need to be 100% focused on the game. Don't let the easiness of the game go into your mind, because everybody knows that China has a good team. I'm not underestimating no one, not one opponent. So the things that you said, I have never said. So sorry for that, but. We're not underestimating not one country, but I'm quite confident of my team. That's the thing.
Thank you. Dan untuk rekan-rekan media dari Indonesia juga, pertanyaannya mengenai opini Coach Patrick tentang lawan kita besok, yaitu timnas Cina, di mana dia merasa ini adalah tim dengan kualitas yang baik, sistem yang baik juga, mereka juga sangat tinggi, ya bisa main vertikal juga, di mana mereka juga penuh dengan energi dan bagus untuk bisa menebus ruang-ruang yang sempit. Jadi ini laga yang membutuhkan 100% fokus, ini bukan laga yang mudah. Dan yang pasti ini bukan lawan yang akan diremehkan atau dianggap gampang. Terima kasih.
Alright, thank you. Now we move to the next questions. Yes, women.
Hello, Coach. Good evening. I'm Nia from National Radio Station RRI. I have some question. As you mentioned previously that the last campaign in March, it's different from the campaign this month. That it's better right now, because I also saw in media that some players also said that this campaign and the training the last 1 week in Bali, it's really very good for them. And in your opinion, how do you see the big impact that your player got from the training in Bali since the last campaign in March for the players? And the second one, we know that Marcelino Ferdinand and Ragnar Oratmangun will be not playing for the next match. How do you see the line attacker that you have? Do you feel satisfied or happy with the option that you have right now in the first line? And also for Emil, we know tomorrow will be your debut, the first match for the national team. It will be a historical moment for you in your life and your career. Is there anything that you expect from the supporter that we know that the atmosphere of the stadium is also known for many people in the world, that it will be the supporter and the fans must be be the 12th player for the team in the stadium. Is there any message that you want to say to the supporter? Thank you.
Shall I go first?
Coach, go ahead.
Well, as I told you, the training camp in Bali was very good. In comparison of the first campaign, we didn't even train. The boys came in, and the next day we had to play. So the things that we mentioned, we let the old images of China came back, and now we have the remedy how to play against them. And you're going to train this, and if you see that in the training things are coming back, what you want to see, and it has a result, that gives a very good feeling to the coaches. So that's first thing. And the second thing, Marcelino, of course, he's disqualified for this game. He's a great player, everybody knows that. But I'm very happy with the substitute that I have in the team at the moment.
Thank you, Coach. In regards untuk pertanyaan pertama mengenai apa bedanya di dua laga pertama yang ditangani oleh Coach Patrick, perbedaannya adalah training camp dan seberapa besar impactnya. Menurut Coach Patrick, selainnya training camp sendiri bagus dibandingkan laga lawan Australia, di mana benar-benar hanya 1 hari satu tim ada untuk latihan sebelum mereka harus berlaga. Ini jadi hal yang sangat baik dan sangat positif untuk timnya sendiri, karena kalau berkaca terhadap pertandingan pertama lawan Cina, itu banyak yang harus bisa dipelajarin dari laga itu, dan karena mereka ada waktu seminggu untuk latihan, ini jadi hal yang baik untuk mereka bisa bawa ke laga besok. Dan mengenai kehilangannya dua pemain, Ragnar sama Marcelino, iya Marcelino adalah pemain yang hebat, tapi Coach Patrick sangat puas dengan pengganti yang dia ada di lineup dia saat ini. Terima kasih. Emil, go ahead.
Yeah, about me, of course, I'm really excited for tomorrow, and first of all because I'm proud of it. Everybody know that I was born in Lombok, so if I think about also my family that we're gonna watch the game on the TV, well, not all of them because a few of them will be here in Jakarta at the stadium, but think about all the people in Lombok that are gonna watch me. I think it's something incredible, as all the fans here at the stadium. Of course, last time I had the opportunity to watch already and to see and to experience what they're capable of to do with us before, during, and after the match. So, as you said, it would be our 12 player, because of course this energy in the pitch we can feel it. Maybe sometimes they're a little bit too much because sometimes we don't even can hear what we're saying. Sometimes just I don't know, hey, it's coming, or hey, you're alone. Sometimes it's difficult to hear it because there's so much noise. But at the same time, of course, it's something positive for us. And it's really exciting. And thanks, of course, to all the supporters that will be at the stadium and all the others that was gonna watching on the TV.
Alright, thank you Emil. Mengenai pengalaman pertama, Emil akan berlaga secara resmi untuk timnas di depan, apalagi di depan fans kita sendiri. Dia sangat semangat dan sangat bangga. Mungkin semua teman-teman juga udah tahu bahwa tempat kelahiran dia di mana, dan itu sebenarnya membuat dia sangat semangat karena ada orang-orang selain nonton di TV dari tempat kelahiran dia, tapi juga bisa menonton langsung di Gelora Bung Karno Stadium. Sekalian juga semua tahu bahwa dia sempat hadir di pertandingan sebelumnya di GBK, dan dia sudah merasakan energi yang ada di stadium yang berada dari fansnya dari sebelum, saat, dan setelah pertandingan juga, dan itu energi yang benar-benar bisa dirasakan saat di lapangan juga, bahkan kadang-kadang sampai mereka sendiri juga kesulitan untuk dengar instruksi masing-masing. Tapi ini semua juga dibawa dengan positif, dan dia sangat berterima kasih atas supportnya semua teman-teman di Indonesia, mau yang nonton secara nggak langsung ataupun yang langsung di Gelora Bung Karno. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Coach and Emil.